Hello everyone, my name is Tran and welcome to my Nodak Gardener channel. I live in central North Dakota in zone 4A, so our growing season just started at the end of May here. We're not too far along. I was gonna come out here a couple of days ago and give you a quick garden tour, give you an update of where we're at and what's happening in the organic garden, but I discovered a couple things I had to take care of. One is some of my cabbages have holes in them, and I looked and found some caterpillars that we need to take care of. So I'll show you how I take care of caterpillars organically. And then I also found a colony of ants in with my watermelon. So I'll also show you how to take care of those organically. Well, not quite organically, but you'll see. So I will take you over to the watermelons first, and then I'll show you what's happening, and then we'll go through the process of taking care of them. Okay, so I've got a couple watermelon plants here that are not doing very well. So I thought I'd come over here and check them out, and lo and behold, I'm not sure if this is the cause of the problem or not, but I think I found an ant nest. Let's disturb it a little bit, see if we can get a whole bunch more to come out. Yeah, so I've got a remedy for this problem. Let's go in the house and I'll show you what I do. Okay, so for the ant issue that I showed you earlier in the video, what you'll need is a little jar with a lid, and I punched 3 holes in it, and I'll explain why. About 3 tablespoons of organic sugar. No, I'm just kidding. It's just regular sugar. And a tablespoon of borax, the detergent booster from Walmart. Okay, so the reason I'm using this is because I have 2 dogs that run around out in the garden, and I don't want them to get into it. A lot of people will mix all this up and dip cotton balls in them and then throw them out there. And then what the ants will do is they'll eat some of that sugar and they'll get borax on them. They'll bring it into the nest and they'll feed it to the queen, and the rest of the ant army, I guess, and they will disappear in about 72 hours to 4 days. 3 to 4 days. So let's mix this stuff up. I need to put the camera down real quick. Hold on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dump the sugar into the jar. Get the borax. Dump that into the jar. And then I'm going to go over to the sink and add a little bit of water. We don't need to put too much water in there. we want to stir it up. It's kind of hard videoing and doing all this with one hand. Stir it up real good, and then put the cover back on, and then we'll take it up to the garden and put it in the spot where the ant colony was. And what they'll do is they'll crawl in, have their fill. Some of them will be able to get out and drag some of the borax back into the hive, or the, I don't know what you call, an ant hill. And eventually the rest of them will eat what's brought back in, and they will all disappear. So last night, after I showed you how to mix up the borax ant extermination concoction, it got to be too dark to video, so I couldn't do it. I couldn't do a video. So then I came out this morning and put it out here, and I saw more ants than I thought. So then I made a second one, and like I said, it's going to take probably 3 to 4 days for it to really work. But so far, one of the jars got a bunch of ants in there. The liquid must have been too sticky, so lots of them got in but couldn't get out, and I'll show it to you here. Here are all the ants that are in there. Let's grab the other jar, see what's in there. Not quite as many, but this is the consistency that you wanted, because they can go in, eat what they want, and then drag bits of it back into the nest. And eventually the queen will get a hold of some of it, and so will the other ants, and it'll be history for the colony here anyway. I'm still seeing quite a few ants running around. Let's disturb the nest some more, see if we can get some more to come out. Yeah, there are still quite a few in there. Like I said, it'll take about 3 or 4 days, and then we should see quite a bit less. Okay, so earlier I was out in the garden, and I saw that some of my cabbages and broccoli and some of the other plants they have little holes in them. I looked underneath and saw a couple of caterpillars, some green ones and some brown ones. So we're going to take care of them organically. So this is what I use. Neem oil. I will mix a tablespoon of this with a tablespoon of Dawn dishwashing liquid in a gallon of water. This is the gallon sprayer that I'll be using. Organic only. tablespoon, or an ounce I should say. It's an ounce of each, not a tablespoon. Mix it up with a gallon of water and we're good to go. Take care of some caterpillars. So here's the cabbage with the caterpillars and all the holes, and I've got my neem oil here, and I'm going to try to show you how to spray it one-handed while operating the camera with the other hand. Here we go. So I spray the top of the leaves, and then I go underneath each leaf. I see some little black beetles, so I go underneath each leaf. And give it a good soaking. So I have my spray pattern. I don't know if you can see it. Like that. Yeah, I don't know if you could see on the camera or not, but there were some little black beetles, flying beetles that were on there. And I think they're the culprit. So this neem oil tends to work for a couple weeks for me, and then I have to respray. But the cabbages here look like they'll be ready to harvest in about 4 weeks anyway, so I'll spray it this time and then one more time, and then we'll be able to harvest. This purple one was planted a little later, so it'll probably be about 6 weeks before we harvest this guy. Okay, so that's the way I take care of these pests in my garden. If you've got a different method of taking care of caterpillars and ants, please put a comment below and I'll take a look at it, and hopefully we can share that with other folks who are viewing this video. So please subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and hit the bell so that you'll get notifications when I do new videos. The next one will be just a quick garden tour. I know it's only been a couple weeks since I did my first video and showed you our organic garden, but in this area at this time of year we get 11 to 12 hours of daylight, so the plants are really loving it and they're doing really well. They're moving right along, so you'll be amazed at how much they've grown in the last 2 weeks. All right, we'll see you soon. Thank you for watching today.